Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're gonna be doing something really exciting here. We're gonna be putting stars on my headliner. With that being said, we're just gonna get right into it because I know it's gonna be a long process. So I'll try to make it as detailed as I can so you guys can follow along, do it to your own cars. But all right, so all the stuff I believe that we need to take off is the A-pillar, the sun visors, this light, that dome light, everything on that side, and there's some clips back there that we need to take out in order to drop the headliner. Right, so the first piece that I took off was this piece that went right here. I stuck a pry tool in between the first layer, which is this, and that part, and kind of gently pull it off, making sure that it doesn't snap. There's two screws that hold your visor in place. Unscrew that. After that, there is this clip that you will just push in and pull the wire out, and that should release your visor. Alright, next I took off this clip that holds the visor in place, and what you do is you take like a pry tool and you stick it in. It'll move to one side, but if you have another one you can stick it in on the other side. And then you just kind of have to pull it with a little bit of force and it'll come out. I know that wasn't really detailed, but I got the headliner down, took off almost everything, the A-pillar, B-pillar, C-pillar, took off the headrests. We're going to try to get it out the back. If not, we're going to have to do it through one of the doors, and I will update you guys when I get it out and start in the process of putting in the fiber optics. Finally got it out. I think you won't be able to get it out without having a crease, like a corner or something, but it doesn't really look that bad. I'm pretty sure you can uncrease it with heat, but yeah, now I'm just going to put this into quarters, and then I run 137 in each quarter, and I'll show you guys the process. Alright, so I am done mapping out where all the fibers are gonna go in. Roughly 137 in each quadrant, but we'll put them in, and then we're gonna take a look from underneath to see if the spacing need to be changed before we glue it. And then once that's done, we'll glue it and tidy everything up and put it back in the car. Alright guys, update. Got this much done, and you just want to stick it with a needle. It's pretty thick because it's pretty hard to go through the headliner. You just want to pull a good amount. Alright, here we are. We finally finished poking all the holes, sticking all the fiber optics through them. I have some left over, but I will find a spot for them. Now I'm just going to pull them out just a little bit so I have a little bit more slack, because there's too much extra underneath. So we're just gonna pull it out so I can have more slack, so I can tuck that behind really nicely. But yeah, here we go. I will update you guys on the next step. Alright, so I have all of the fiber optics pushed out to about 1 inch to 2 inches here, so they're a lot shorter. Now we just gotta go in with the hot glue gun and hot glue all the little fiber optics so they don't move. And after that, we can start trimming. Alright, so everything is now glued in place with a hot glue gun. If I miss some stuff, I'll go back and glue it down. But majority of the fibers are glued down. Now it's just to the cutting part. I have this right here, but I'm gonna try a nail clipper out to see if I can get it smoother. Okay, nail clipper works pretty good. Got it pretty flush. So I'm just gonna go under like this and just start clipping them. This one's pretty flush. And yeah, this is all what you gotta do. Already starting to look good. Alright, I'll update you guys once I got all of them clipped out. Alright, so this is what it's looking right now. Got it in. Needed a little bit of finessing with the chairs and everything, but got it in. There were a couple ones that popped out, so I'm just going to put them back in, glue it, and we'll put all the wiring stuff back and run the fiber optic to the trunk. Alright, hopefully you guys can see this. Hopefully the quality's alright. I still gotta figure out low light settings, but everything is in place. Headliner is back. I'm pretty sure you guys want to know how I did the wiring, so let me go ahead and show you guys how I did the wiring. So I'm going to link in the description below what Starlight kit I used and the wire that I used to power the Starlight. And what it is a 10-foot cigarette lighter to DC, I think that's what it's called, cord. I cut the cigarette lighter outlet portion out, and I essentially did that. This one is the one that powers the Starlights, and these are for my dash cam. If you guys have a WRX like I do, I put it to the you guys can't see it, but it's the cigar fuse, and what that does is whenever the car is in the on position, the Starlights will turn on. And when you strip the wires, there will be a black and a red wire, and red goes to the fuse tab right here, and then black, you just gotta ground it somewhere onto a metal bolt. After that, I routed the wire from under the dash through the A pillar here, under the headliner by pulling off this rubber seal, through here all the way to the back to this C pillar, and this is where my fibers run down and the cord run down. For the WRXs, I know they have enough clearance between this plastic piece and the chassis, I guess, to run the fiber optics and the power cable down. If I pull this down, you guys will see that is where it comes out of, with the power cable right here connecting to that. Right now it's off because my car is off, so it won't drain the battery, because this box will constantly be on and it will never shut off unless you don't give it any power. So let me go ahead and turn on my lights and show you guys, and turn it to the on position.
Parking mode off.
Well, it's quite dark in here, but the video might end up being a little bit grainy, but you can see all the stars on the roof. It looks freaking amazing. I am so glad that I did this to my car, because it makes me love my car even more. I even put it under the door handles here, under the visors. My side is kind of whack, but all right. So I will put photos up of what the process looks like, but instead of cutting the fiber optics while the headliner was out, I waited until it was in the car to cut them, because I wanted to see how it looked, and it looked pretty cool. So I will put a picture of that up in a bit if I can. I believe this is called a micro cutter, and it has a flat edge here, so you can get flush or somewhat flush with the headliner and just snip it off. And this I got at Harbor Freight because I didn't really care where I got it, I just needed one. But this works really good. Got most of these pretty flush. I don't want these flush anyways, because I don't want to run the risk of them going back up into the headliner. It also came with this remote, and with this you can change the color of your stars. I mostly go with white or this purple looking one. This reminds me of like actual stars in the sky, or like space, and this reminds me of stars in the sky. A couple things that I would tell you guys to watch out for is make sure that you know your car can be able to, I guess, tuck the fiber optics in the back, and make sure that it can go to wherever you want to go. So like make sure you have enough space to run your fiber optics into the trunk if that's where you want it, or wherever you decide to put your box. And my fuse box is on the driver's side, so the cables are running along the driver's side. Just take your time with the fiber optics, because it took me a while, but you just got to be patient. And also during this I messed up, you'll see in the photo, so I went and bought another kit and I did it correctly and the way that I should have been doing it when I first started. But overall, really happy with the result. It covers the headliner pretty good. All these are nicely spaced out, and if I were to ever do this again, I definitely would, because this was kind of fun. Plus the end result is really good. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments below, and I will try to help you guys as much as I can. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.